I'm getting in a walk before it becomes like 100 degrees outside. I'm trying to incentivize myself to move, so I've ordered breakfast over at the Disneyland Hotel. I live closer to Disneyland than some of the hotels are, so it's a nice little treat. Today, I'm 5 weeks pregnant. Like, that's just wild. I can't believe it.
In college, my gay best friend and I joked that if we hadn't found love by 40, we'd have a baby with each other. 20 years later, I'm pulling the ripcord. From deciding on solo motherhood to choosing IVF, I'm Meredith, and this is the backup plan.
I can't believe it because it doesn't feel like it. That's the thing. I don't feel pregnant. The only thing that I felt symptom-wise has felt like period symptoms. So it doesn't really feel like much. And because it feels like period symptoms, sometimes I'm a little like afraid that that's what it is or that's what's coming. I want to talk about timeline and how everything kind of fell into place. I had my frozen embryo transfer on a Tuesday. I tested afterwards, like 3 days and 4 days after. Okay. Okay, there's nothing yet. Nothing yet. That's okay though. That's okay. That's okay. I'm looking for any hint of a line. Like from the side. No, nothing yet. That's totally okay. Totally okay. Not a big surprise. I decided to test again a couple days later when I'd had a particularly bad night's sleep, and my mom kind of had this like crisis happening. Her permanent home is in Orlando, and her air conditioner flooded, as they are wont to do in Florida. It happens often. She got a call from my brother who had just like vacuumed it out too. It was flooding, so she was on the phone with the cleanup crew. I don't know, I just felt like it was probably time to take another test. It had been a couple of days since I'd taken one. I don't think it was even 5 minutes later when I looked, and there was a line. An extra line, I should say. Holy shit. There's a line. I didn't have time to think about like, how should I present myself? Should I get dressed first? Because the pregnancy test, that line appeared so instantly. So that's why I was like in my pajamas, my hair a mess, and like running down the hallway to my mom. She was on the line with the cleaning crew in Florida trying to get that scheduled, and I just came in like waving the pregnancy test at her. I was so excited.
But I'll make the notes as far as what we were doing in May. So maybe just double check that as well.
Okay, so just call her.
She had no idea. I'd never shown her the pregnancy tests. So, I mean, I think if I waved like a clear blue in her face, she would have been more excited. But I'm just like waving this very tiny little strip of something.
I'll talk to you. So we'll talk to someone soon. Bye.
Okay, sounds good. Thank you so much. Bye-bye.
What a hell of a day.
There's two lines.
Both dark.
There's 2 lines.
Oh, that's so good. I mean, a good day.
Yeah, just to hold the pink part.
Wow. I don't know these tests. My tests were different.
It's 2 lines. It's just 2 lines. It has to be 2 lines.
Oh, you got 2 lines.
The implantation had been on Tuesday. This positive pregnancy test was 6 days later. It was Monday. And I had to wait until Friday to have my blood test done, which I guess is called a beta test because people kept asking me, when's your beta? And I was like, I don't know, when's your alpha? I took another pregnancy test the next day. The line got darker. I took another pregnancy test the next day. The line still got darker. And that was the last one that I had. I was like, well, I don't really want to order a bunch more pregnancy tests because it's Wednesday, the blood test is on Friday. It's fine. So I went to my beta test, I guess, to get my blood drawn on Friday. And okay, this is one of the things already. Like, ideas, concepts, words, sentences just leave my brain constantly. So let me get back on track. Friday, I had my blood test. I got a call from my doctor, and she's like, I know you already checked, but congratulations.
Your level today is really strong. I don't know if you checked your labs, but it's 352.
Okay.
So it's definitely positive.
Is it?
Can you believe it?
I can't. Like,
Oh my gosh, I'm so happy for you.
I'm so happy too. I'm so glad you're part of this. Like, your excitement about this, like, makes me feel so much, like...
Oh my gosh.
I didn't really know at that point. I thought that, like, I don't know. I went in for the blood test. They were like, congratulations, make an appointment with your OBGYN, which felt like a very short amount of time in my mind, but I didn't know what to expect. So them telling me that on Monday I had to come back in and do another test was like, and they're like, we're going to be looking to make sure your levels have gone up. And I was like, well, that's just more anxiety to think about. Went back in on Monday. So this is a week since I've taken that first pregnancy test. And my numbers went up like crazy. So I went from like 352 on Friday to 1218 on Monday. I'll put in a little chart here to show that's a big jump. A lot of people have been joking to me about twins. I don't think there's a family history of twins, not immediately that I know of. So, we'll see. A lot of people have been joking about it. So now I just wait another 2 weeks until it's time for an ultrasound. And that's when I will see the little bean. In terms of symptoms, besides the forgetting words and sentences, like you just saw a few minutes ago, and beyond like the period symptoms that I mentioned, I'm hungry all the time. Like, this walk's killing me. It's fine, we're almost there. I'm very tired, but the thing that's interesting about this kind of a tired is that I've been tired a lot in the past because of grief, depression, sickness, recovery. There's been a lot of sleepiness in the past 5 years. This kind of tired is like totally different. And I called Michael yesterday and we talked about it, and he was like, is it kind of like when you travel and you've been sitting all day, but you get home and you're like, why am I so tired? And I was like, kind of, yeah. It's just like, it's a mental exhaustion too. So I like take a nap, I'll wake up, I'll eat, I'll be up for like 2 hours, enough to watch a show or something, and then be like, okay, good night. And then I'll sleep until like the very last minute before I have to get up for work, because I work from home, so I have it kind of easy. Yeah, beyond that, just light cramping. I'm very aware of my boobs. A little bit of lower back pain, night sweats. That's kind of been it so far. Oh my gosh. Breakfast is imminent. My first breakfast. Then Mom ordered Portos, so I got like croissants waiting for me. I am very excited about that. Walking a different way back. Don't sleep on the breakfast sandwich at the coffee shop at the Disneyland Hotel. It takes forever for them to microwave it, let's be honest. But it's really good. It's the biscuit that they use for it. It's just like, as somebody who lived in the South for a bit, the American South, it's pretty good. It needs salt and pepper though, for sure, but delicious. It's funny to be going the opposite of traffic because so many people are walking into Disneyland and I'm walking out. I would like to just go have a day off, do nothing over there. But let's be real, a day at Disneyland is not a day off. It's exhausting. Prior to going through this whole process, I always told people that I want to get married so fast people think I'm pregnant, and I don't want people to find out I'm pregnant until I have a baby. Like, that was my life plan. I don't know. I just didn't want to fuss with people fussing. The funny thing is that I have been so open and honest about this whole thing that, like, I don't have, there's no option. I got to share this kind of like as soon as it happens. Otherwise, I'm going to have people on me commenting on YouTube, commenting on Instagram, texting me, hey, what's going on? So I put myself in a situation where I have to share this pregnancy super early. And it's kind of, I don't know, I'm an open book, but I don't necessarily want to be right now because I'm only 5 weeks pregnant. It's just a tiny bean. One of my apps said it's a peppercorn. Another one said it's an orange seed. Another one told me it's as big as a tiny spot on a Dalmatian. It's not very specific, but there's so many more things that can happen. But at the same time, I'm like, what if everything goes right? And I didn't take the time to be excited right now. So I'm gonna be excited. I'm glad that I got out walking as early as I did because I can already start to feel it heating up. Damn me for wearing a sweatshirt, but 'tis what it is. I will say, timing wise, this is really great because I will not be pregnant in incredible heat. We're having a heat wave now. It's going up to like 100 for the next couple days. California is glorious because like you're wearing a sweatshirt in the morning and then you're in a tank top and shorts later in the day. You have to have a lot of outfits on standby. I think after this, the heat should be done. There's usually always a crazy heat wave in October. And then my due date is before the heat starts in California. That's gonna be cute for me. Love that. First trimester will be done by the time I get on my Christmas vacation cruise. Hopefully I won't get seasick. Because seasick and morning sickness wouldn't be fun. I'm about to walk along a busy road. Even though I have the mic, it's going to be loud, so I'll leave it here.